Jolan, true Centurions, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Fleet Admiral Tyrek of the battleship RS Flammapena, as we continue our King Kondor or Bust campaign against the United Federation of Planets. We are sitting at 11,371 prestige, and we will not go home, nor repair, nor resupply, until we are sitting at 12,500 prestige, so that we may buy a brand new King Kondor. That is the promise, or until we get destroyed, in which case we'll be sent back to base regardless of what we want. So let us get out underway, and we shall shirk no danger. We shall immediately go for a Gorn tile, which quite frankly is going to be one of the more difficult ones. Unless, of course, it sends us up against Syndicate ships, in which case we're going to be fine. Yeah, the Gorn, also equipped with plasma torpedoes, just like us, and so are really capable of ripping us to pieces if they get a good shot in. So the fact that we have basically no armor, damage systems, yeah, it's not grand. And there is our enemy for this battle. Unfortunately, the Gorn could not be bothered to show up. Instead, they sent their friends from the Syndicate over to handle this, and I don't anticipate much of a problem. So we'll set our ECCM system to 4 points of counter fire, and what the heck, we'll also go 1 point into our ECM system. That takes up about 3 movement points, because our movement ratio, I believe, is 2. And so we'll cruise on in here, slow down to 7, fire all of the pseudo torpedoes. There's absolutely no reason not to in this map, because he's the only one left. Let's slow down the speed time. Begin turn. There's his crash. Turn back in as of now. All plasma torpedoes are selected. He's slowly increasing speed. Wait for it, wait for it. Now. Boom. Bing, bang, boom. Done in 1 minute and 8 seconds according to the in-game clock. 9 seconds according to 10 seconds according to 11. So it took the game a little while to realize just how dead they were. I can't really blame them considering how much Alpha Strike firepower got thrown his way. Mission complete, I assume. 86 prestige, more than I thought I was going to get. I was thinking something in the neighborhood of 14. So let's push down south. We have to make it to Federation tiles, even though they are so very far away. And it may have been a mistake to come this way, because we're now sitting on top of a station. And we are a little bit dented. However, there is a convoy raid that we may go on. Convoy raids, of course, being one of our banes of our existence. So we'll hit the red alert, increase speed. It turns out that the Hydrants decided to show up for this battle. An FNT, or is it the Hydrants? Yeah, that's a Hydrant ship. That's a Hydrant ship. That's a random. So mostly Hydrant freighters, it looks like. I assume you are some sort of defensive vessel. We're escorted today by the Power Word. Which Power Word? I'm not entirely sure, but I assume he'll let us know by the end of the battle. So yeah, I assume this is the Q ship that is responsible for protecting this convoy. So this may also be an easy battle. So easy that we're not even going to bother powering up the enveloping plasma torpedoes. We're just going to get in here and fry them with phasers and some plasma. It is slightly annoying that he will eventually... There we go. Hit him good like that. Light plasma torpedo. Stern firing plasma torpedo. Not quite ready yet. I forgot about that. Keep up with the phasers. Don't need to. Push on towards the actual freighter group. We will fire an R-type plasma torpedo. You will, of course, drop that. We'll fire another R-type plasma torpedo. Yeah, that'll work. And then 2 on the starboard side. Oh, 3. That'll do it. Yep. No problems whatsoever. 2 over on the port side. That'll do that. No problem at all. Phasers on through that hole. That'll kill him. And yes, we're keeping it at maximum speed because, well, there's no reason not to. They're freighters. What are they going to do to us? So incoming missile, our D-type plasma torpedo, more than capable of handling that. We're going to see if he can handle the DNT all on his own. The red label, I believe he can take care of, but if not, we will swing over to help out. Plasma torpedo to the face, that will cause him to crash stop. All plasma torpedoes are selected, and tactics goes away just in time for us to overrun him. And there we go, mission complete. On a convoy raid done in the fastest time we have ever done it as Romulans in 1 minute and 44 seconds. Today we're speedrunning this campaign. No mission shall last longer than 2 minutes. Well, until they do. So, 172 prestige, the entire convoy wiped out. A little bit of damage dealt to the tile, but nothing serious. They can handle it. They're protected by a starbase. This is a data recovery, though, so this ought to be fun. If we need to, we can just stealth our way through them. By stealth, I mean hide under cloak while they shoot at us. But it's about as stealth as we can get. There does appear to be an asteroid field in front of us, which I've never been on this map. Interesting. I actually approve. That's pretty cool. There appears to be a DDL and a frigate and a random freighter. So, of course, the DDL is probably the most deadly thing. The frigate... Ooh, never mind. This frigate is definitely the most deadly thing. It is an XFG, a frigate-guided X-type variant. Not even a variant. This is a full X-type build. So he will have amazing shields, for one. He looks like a little sovereign. Has anyone else kind of noticed that? Aside from the fact that his hull is not elongated, he really does look like a little sovereign. Does to my eyes, anyway. And there's the listening post way off there, 123 points of distance away, and the DDL is a single nacelle. Oh, look at how good that skin is. It's beautiful. Way off there in the distance, DDL should have, I believe, 2 Type G plasma torpedoes? I think. So just in case, we will convert. Just in case. For obvious reasons. Let's not be stupid here. Enveloping plasma torpedoes, if you don't mind. The distance is getting kind of close, so this may be cutting things close. But I think we should be fine. Get that forward shield reinforcement going to the full level and increase the speed of time, since all we're doing at this point is waiting. He's fired his 4-missile barrage. Sadly, he does not have MIRVs. If he did, that would make him much more dangerous. Can you imagine if he had 2 MIRV racks? Instead of the Bs, 2 MIRV racks. Yeah, I'll grant you that that's not going to give you a whole heck of a lot of rapid forward firepower. Or, not rapid, but long-term firepower. But it'd still be pretty good. Haha, hey friend. Friendo, my buddy, my pal. Bestest dude. You may not enjoy what that is. Let's pick up speed. We gotta make sure that we get away from him. Phaser select only. He's starting to increase speed, so he's no longer under the effect. And yep, it was a nuclear space mine! And we'll send a plasma torpedo just to sort of send that message home. Target to you, send all the plasma your way, because you're gonna need it. Also, he's already deployed his systems and lost his shuttle base, so we should be good over here. Yeah, things definitely looking up. This should be more than enough firepower to wipe out a DDL in one shot. However, there is incoming plasma torpedo fire. We're going to cut all the engines, all power forward, because we should be able to bounce this no problem at all. And we did. And we're slowly drifting in. In fact, can I kill you? Thank you. It took a little bit of phaser firepower, but we did it. Now just gotta wait for the attack shift to go away, and we'll nuke him. Nuke him. Yes, thank you. Another plasma torpedo to the face, reduce speed so we can bounce it off the forward shield. Again, no problems at all. The G-type plasma torpedo in such small numbers is just not all that dangerous. We'll cook up the speed. Plasma torpedoes back to normal mode. We're not going to need enveloping anymore. We've done the damage we must. And we're going to swing gently around. You are equipped with 4 phaser 3s, so you're mostly worthless. You probably do have at least decent shields though. And by decent, I mean shield rating of 10. Can I see the map, just what direction? Just so I don't lose it? Or are we fighting close enough to it? We might be fighting close enough to it. All phases selected. Let's try and knock out his forward shields. They're not as good as I thought they were. The USS Patton, apparently this vessel is. And as we come around, get ready for the big hits. Hi, that's what we can do to you. Would you like to know more? And that. And then take some of this. That was enough. On to the XFG, which is still cruising around at 30.9. Not quite 31, which would of course be his maximum speed. But he's doing his best. Unfortunately, we don't have any pseudo-torpedoes to bait him into stopping. So we'll send a Plasma F his way. Unless your shuttle bay is still offline, in which case, this ought to be fun. Stern S-type torpedo is ready to rock. He zoomed into range of these plasma torpedoes. All weapon select. If you got anything, hit him. Unfortunately, we didn't have much until just then. Phasers coming online just in time. Plasma torpedo at the stern, and shattered. And we'll drive right through his mine. We've killed the entire group. Target the listening post. Head right for it. Also, we'll go green alert. No reason not to. Everything has been destroyed. Actually, no, that's not 100% true. All hands to shield stations, if you don't mind. And the reason for that being, of course, dust clouds. Occasionally, you can run into them. It's not fun. And we have to do it. But on occasion, it happens. And we'll just sprint across the map. It's a small map, so no real true difficulty here anymore. What am I spending? Oh, yeah, electronic warfare. No, don't need you, don't need you. Set shields back to normal, although I think they are back in normal mode. So we've got a little bit of extra energy. Ooh, that's a lot closer than I thought you were. Hi, listening post. Wow. Now reading data. Let's start to turn away from the listening post so that we don't smash into the rock that's right next to it. Data transfer complete. Increase speed of time to the maximum. All powered engines. And cut off the camera so that we just make sure we squeak on by as we head for the back of the map. The fun thing about data transfer missions is if you sneak your way to the listening post and there's still enemies on the map, as soon as data transfer complete happens, the mission ends. However, if you kill everything on the map, it waits. You have to then fly off the map in order to complete the mission. I don't know if that's a missing trigger or that's a deliberate thing, but Just something interesting to know. Personally, I think the mission should end after data complete no matter what. Or maybe the opposite way. Maybe you should have to sneak off the map after getting data transfer complete. Turn the camera back on, slow speed back down to normal. Oh, nope. Now the camera's back on. And another successful mission. Blitzing through this as fast as we can, trying to earn ourselves enough cash for King Kondor. And 350 prestige, the data claims that gathering to stand against us from the Federation. Okay, so the Federation is currently building up in force to try and stop us. Unfortunately, no missions are coming up. And there is a planet station down here. That's going to be probably the last bastion of Federation hope as we zip around looking for some kind of mission to engage in. Let's see how much patrolling we can do. Another Federation pops on up. Hit that red alert. It's a frigate and a freighter. Really, just a frigate and freighter? I think there's a third ship somewhere around here, but it didn't look too huge. Plasma torpedoes to enveloping, just in case. You never know. It could be the Wrath of Khan or something. And we'll come up here with the 4 and the 2 and the forward shields to the maximum of the blitzing. Thank you. The third vessel has arrived, and it is an NCL, a new light cruiser, and I'm not exactly terrified. Not exactly shaken in my little space booties. Let's increase our speed just a little bit. See how much energy we're dumping into the shield. Yeah, we can go up a little bit more. There we go. Long-range photon torpedo fire from the battle frigate. I thought battle frigates were equipped with plasma torpedoes, but that must be frigate leaders. And he's equipped with 3 photon torpedoes, so he's quite well endowed with photons. And we'll send an R-type plasma torpedo his way just to get the message home to him that he should stop. And he did. Are you yeah, you're a 3 nacelle design. Phasers, if you don't mind. Thank you. And we're going to invest you, and you. The C. Lewis, of course, being the name of the vessel today. He's lost his defensive shift. All phasers prepare for follow-up, but I think this might be enough. It was not quite enough. You, I'm sending another R-type plasma torpedo your way. And you, I'm sending a whole bunch of stern-firing phasers at you, which did not kill you, but that will. 80% certain it'll do it. You did stop. And you're going to get... Do I have any phasers to plink you off? No, I don't. So the Fokker, unfortunately, is going to survive. I do have 2 heavy plasma torpedoes for him. Do I shoot? Do I shoot? Wait for it. I shoot. 2. I meant to shoot that slightly before. Oh, come on, come on. A little bit faster, a little bit faster. Don't... Oh, no. Oh, we mistimed it again. We did that in the last episode, too, and now it's going to cost us. Fire all the phasers. Just lay into him. Make him regret the day he ever existed. I know you have a couple more phasers. There we go. Laying into the Fokker, not able to do as much damage as I had hoped, mainly because we mistimed things. Just goes to show that in a plasma-armed vessel, timing is everything. Stabilizing the warp core, or in our case, the singularity, which is about to explode, no doubt, and we'll set our 4 plasma torpedoes back to normal. There's no reason to have them on overload at this point, since one good volley is going to kill him. Any phasers at all? Yeah, there's a few phasers. We should be able to keep stunning him long enough to get past that shield. Stern-firing phasers, lay into him. There we go. The freighter's done. It's just us and an NCL. Granted, we have a hole in the shields, 2 weakened shields. This one's not doing so great. And plasma torpedoes are on the recharge, but I think we got him. Just maybe. Possibly. Or maybe that's wishful thinking, and we are exactly where he wants us. It's a trap, an ambush, somewhere. I'm sure of it, in all this open space. So coming around on him, and fire all of the pseudo-torpedoes. Anything you've got left, just launch it his way. Make him think that the world is about to come to an end, because it surely is about to. And there it is. That's his world coming to an end face. And we're not going to make the same mistake twice. There we go. Okay, you've got no defenses. Granted, we don't have the super heavy plasma torpedoes, but we got most of the plasma torpedoes. The attack shift is about to go away, and there it is. Follow up with all of that. And, oh, we're so close. Risk it. Come on, fire, fire. Heavy plasma torpedoes right now. There we go, just outside the range where it would splash back into us, and shattered him. Took a little bit of damage to the shields, but not too much. It just stunned a couple of systems and managed to dent the warp core slightly. We have no armor, so that's a bit of a greater problem than it normally would be. But all in all, pretty successful mission. Only took us 3 minutes and 41 seconds in order to take out 3 ships. None of them were bigger than a light cruiser, and we neutralized the tile with that. Hello. So let's head right back into that. We're also getting really close to being able to go home. A surprise refers to our patrol. I feel we have to act on the information we received. That data transfer mission gave us information that the Federation were gathering ships somewhere to stand up against us. This must be it. I hope. It was not. It was the Gorn. All the better, because the more Gorn we can kill without a fight, the better. And we'll charge up the engines to full power, increase the speed to maximum speed of time. As we figure out, we're fighting frigates, lots of frigates. So we've got 2 frigates that are medium-ish size, 3 frigates that are medium-ish size, and 3 frigates that are tiny. We're not escorted by anybody today except our beautiful selves, and of course, the wonderful Starhawks, which are, oh, lovely, lovely vessels. Taking out the warp core, and they have 4 plasma torpedoes. It's beautiful. Increased speed. We can't afford to be waiting around. If any of these ships turn on, all hell could break loose. So, getting up to the speed of sound. By sound, I mean warp factor something or other. Apparently, all of this battling is taking place at a warp factor, and like 1 through 5 or 1 through 10 is warp factor 1, and then it continues on from there. I believe it's square root or cube root. Cube. Yeah, it's the cubes. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Hey GTA, if you're watching this, and I hope you are, because I've definitely been enjoying your little peeks into how Starfleet Battles works, what does being at different warp factors do for you? Do you have to like spend additional energy to get into a higher warp factor? Does targeting something that's traveling at a higher warp mean something? Or does it just sort of affect your maneuverability rating? I'd be really interested to know. At some point I should go around and pick up the source books for Starfleet Battles, because it is a really cool looking game, and the more complexity, the better. This game gets so close to being able to, do all that while just taking care of the tedious stuff. Speaking of tedious stuff, let's not forget we must deploy these in attack mode and go kill things, because we do have to kill the entire group, otherwise bad things will happen. Increase the speed of time. We're just waiting on phasers, so we'll keep orbiting around you. Wow, we've got a perfect pylon turn going on here, or almost perfect, not 100% perfect, but close enough. I assume you're going to die very shortly. There we go, you're dead, and onto you. Port side phasers just blasting away, laying into them fairly decently. Keep the phasers going. Our plasma weapons are, of course, not charging because we're going too fast, so we'll slow down the ship a little bit. You're all just about dead, so let's come back around so we can get the other phasers on. Just enough damage dealt there, and the last little battle frigate up here, all weapons select. If you got anything, just lay into it. There we go. And a successful surprise reverse, which hopefully should take this tile. And that'll be important because the nearest Romulan planet is like 3 tiles back, which could be frustrating to have to, zip back there and do stuff. 300 prestige, of course, for us, which does get us to our King Kondor or bust. So I don't want to go on a convoy raid. I don't want to take forever on a convoy raid. Scouting mission, absolutely fine though. So I just want to make sure we get enough cash for this, because I want to pull into dock and say, if you've got a King Kondor, you're going to give it to me. And also, King Condors are expensive. Turns out we're fighting a BBX, which should be interesting. So immediately set the plasma torpedoes to enveloping mode. Let's get our ECM and ECCM systems operational at full power. And of course, the forward shield to the reinforcement. Oh yeah, this is a scouting mission, so let's not forget that. That'll be critically important. Sensors say nothing else is here enemy-wise, but also no friendlies. So we will, as soon as we have the power available, which do we? Excellent, we do. Set up our deep scan system running. We will be able to lay into him with everything we've got, so that's not a concern. And he appears to be wallowing back and forth a little bit. I don't know why. Has he not seen us or something? And increase the forward speed of the vessel at a range of about 30. I want to fire 2 R-type plasma torpedoes. We know that a single R-type plasma torpedo will induce the response we want from a range of 25. So a whole bunch of skirmishing fire. Slow down a bit. We fired that a little bit, just a little bit early, or late, I mean. Definitely not early. And let's see if that gives us what we're looking for. There's the crash top. Okay, excellent. So now we can deploy these in harass mode. I'm not too worried about the number of fighters he can deploy. It's just not all that many. So these guys are now out, ready to harass and do their job. And now we can start swinging in to get him with all the plasma torpedoes to knock out the shields. That'll set us in a really nice position. Knocking out all his shields will mean that we could be the aggressor in this. I kind of want to keep away from him, but we've got to get close just to scan him. So defensive plasma torpedoes are engaged. We fired all our normal plasma torpedoes. Let's knock out his fighter group. That's that, and we'll start to pull away. Do we have to get within a range of 5 in order to start scanning? All have been selected, just phasers in through the holes, and definitely all of his shields are down. We are scanning you, right? Slow down a little bit. Another plasma torpedo right through the face. Please tell me we're standing him. How close do I get? We have all the required data. Excellent. Turn away, turn away. Let's get that weakened shield done. It sounds like it. Yeah, it just went down. So repair work, we need to fix you, but no other systems are actually offline just yet. So coming around, all systems relatively good, actually. Picking up speed, he is outspeeding us, so I would like to continue to keep the distance just a little bit. I want to stay outside of range of those Gatling phasers, because, 12 Gatling phasers to the stern will hurt a lot. So we'll just keep blasting away. He's outracing us. So, big mine. Nuclear space mine. Let's see what he does with it. He is turning towards it. So that'll buy us the distance that we need. Unfortunately, we only have 4 stern firing phasers, which is kind of sad. Yeah, he definitely decided he did not want any part of that. Keep laying into him with the phasers. And I think we're starting to hit his actual reactor cores there. Knocked out more of his shields as we're coming around. He's turning to engage my pseudo-frigates, it looks like. So let's keep going aggressive on this. We'll just steadily pick off systems on board his ship. I don't want him being able to shoot. So nice light little Mizia attacks. We're going to have a light torpedo barrage ready to go very shortly. Slow down, slow down. We don't want to run right into him. We want to keep our distance nice and good. Forward shield more than capable of bouncing off that torpedo of his. And it looks like we're going to get too close here. Fortunately, he did have to eat up his plasma torpedoes on the on defending against the steel frigate. So fire the phasers, and now immediately follow up with that. Tractor defense is on, just in case anything gets through. Nothing did. Alrighty, I think we've got him. I'm pretty sure we've got him at this point. He's lost most of his systems. Photon torpedoes are... yeah, that's what he's turning in for. He wants a nice big photon torpedo hit. Will he be able to get it off? Not so much. Bouncing most of that off our forward shield as the incoming plasma torpedo strike him from behind. A 5 damage plasma torpedo. Unfortunately, wasn't quite enough to kill him. But if we can get any kind of weapons at all on him at this point, he's done for. Unfortunately, the only weapons is a single S-type plasma torpedo. Yeah, that'll do it. There you go. Another Federation battleship going to, I suppose, the bottom of the universe, since this ain't exactly the sea. So 320 prestige for scouting him and getting the information and a neutral tile. We're at 12,829. This should be enough, so let's pull into dock. Hi, we're here to buy something if you've got it. Do you have it? Please tell me you do? No, they don't. All that time, all that effort, we have enough money to buy King Kondor, and it ain't here. Unfortunately, we need to spend 496 prestige to just repair the ship, and a lot more to buy more stuff. And you know what? I think that violates the spirit of what we're trying to do here, which is King Kondor or bust. If there had been one in dock, I would have bought it and then just started repairing things, but we need to maintain over 12.9, or 12.5, just to, make sure that if the King Kondor does show up, we can buy it immediately. So we're not going to repair here at all. We're just going to keep the pressure going on the Federation vessels. We've seen 2 Federation planets here, one at 16.9 and one at 18.10. Those will be our main targets, but for a little while, we're going to clear out this station here. This is our forward outpost at this point. And if we lose this, well, the next forward outpost is way back here. Anyway, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.